Welcome to Euractiv's EU Tweets of the Week. In her State of the Union, VDL aims to please. Trump thinks Vienna is nothing but trees. And Dominic Raab had us all thinking, geez. This week we are supported by the European Sunlight Association. More about them later on. There was really only one big story in town this week. Yep, VDL's State of the Union address. Dave Clark couldn't resist the obvious annual gag, the absolute state of it. Maybe next year we can retire this so-called joke. Burley Monster interpreted the standard check against delivery note as an open invitation by VDL to hold her to account. Never one to tolerate a few minutes tardiness, the Telegraph's James Crisp declared, "Europe isn't working." Speaking truth to power there, James. Sam Morgan was more subtle with his State of the EU bingo, and believe me, we all needed something to get us through the marathon. 79 minutes and 8,179 words long. In the end, von der Leyen broke Jean-Claude Juncker's record from 2015 by 1 minute. By this stage of the speech, tradition holds that it is now just the interns still tuning in and taking notes. Narrated Burley Monster. This week we are supported by the European Sunlight Association. Find out about the European indoor tanning industry's commitments and objectives for the future and how maintaining healthy vitamin D levels is crucial. This week, US President Donald Trump surprised many, in particular Austrians, by claiming that people in Austria,
they live in the forest. They're considered forest cities.
Apparently, they also have more explosive trees than California, but don't have the same kind of fire problems because they thin the fuel. Okay. Peter Raab shared a helpful map of Trump's Vienna, but maybe this is what he's thinking of, suggested Simon Tartarotti. Meanwhile, Austria's most famous export, Arnold Schwarzenegger, joked you could learn more about his home country's explosive forests live, as well as concrete solutions for building the clean energy jobs of the future and protecting people from pollution. Nicely played, sir. Truly, America first, Austria firster, quipped one tweeter. Staying stateside, former MEP Molly Cato pointed out the embarrassing consequence of a few days of anti-diplomacy by British Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab, as US presidential candidate Joe Biden tweeted that we can't allow the Good Friday Agreement that brought peace to Northern Ireland to become a casualty of Brexit. Emma D'Souza shared this video of Raab responding to the question, "Have you read the Good Friday Agreement?" with,
"I haven't sit down and started at the beginning and gone through it."
That would be a no then, Dominic. For background, the Good Friday Agreement is only 35 pages long. Even if you take your time, it'll only take you 20 minutes. Nonplussed, ahead of his meeting with Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Raab said he wanted to explain the Good Friday Agreement to her. Ian McLean asked, what next? Is he going to offer NASA some pearls of wisdom on space travel in the afternoon? Jonathan Lees said the worst part of this whole UK-US shit show is Tory English nationalists incorrectly mansplaining the Good Friday Agreement to the specific Americans who helped broker it. Dr. Jennifer Cassidy was more direct, calling Raab a disgrace and one of the greatest threats to peace there is. Brian Maguire tweeted, "Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the one, the only, the amazing Raab, magician who makes real life disappear during US tour." And that's it for this week. Join me again next Friday for more snarks and larks in the Brussels bubble Twitter sphere.